do what they do. I can sit back in the corner and watch, but it's really cool. I'd like to recognize them, and I really can't say a whole lot about each one because it would take me forever. Yeah, I'd just like to have you people give a round of applause for Autumn O'Brien. Autumn has been singing alto or soprano. She's very versatile, doesn't make any difference. She just is willing to try this or do that, and she's always there. It's a very, very steady part. Sometimes, you know, you have the people that you can always see out front, but she's the one that holds the glue. She's the glue, holds everything together. So we're going to miss her a lot. Autumn O'Brien. Next we have Christy Rosen. Come on over, Christy. Now, Christy is probably one of the most gorgeous voices that you hope to hear. And I'm not going to embarrass her because she's got this incredible, in fact, you'll hear it when we have these really high little parts. That's her part on top, and it just comes through crystal clear. And we're going to miss her a lot. She's extremely supportive and very, very steady also. In fact, those two on the end, like I say, they're the glue that kind of really holds it together, very enthused, and I'll really miss her a lot. So it's Christy Rosen. We're skipping around here a little bit. I just happened to put them in some kind of order. Chelsea Rhoda's next. Chelsea also has one of these really good voices that, and I'm not saying this to embarrass her, but she just doesn't want to sing out so much, like in front of everybody. But when everybody sings, then she sings out really, really well. In fact, I've heard her sing this year really, really good. And it's going to be hard to replace these kids at all. In fact, I mean, we can't. And I'm so glad I'll probably get to see her at the Grizz games in the fall, right? Because our seats, well, we were like her row, my row. And I'm hoping we're close together again. But I'll miss her a lot. It's been a pleasure having you. Chelsea Rhoda. Kevin Kaplan's next. I've got to give Kevin credit. I'll tell you what, I'm so glad he stuck with us for 4 years. This year, just wait, I've got some more stuff for you. This year, Kevin, and this is maybe for his folks might be surprised and maybe not, but he's come up with, in class, how many are we on? 15 now, I'm sure? Very good, constructive comments. Once or twice. Anyhow, I owe Kevin $1 because I bet on the Lakers. We'll also miss Kevin a lot, especially, you heard him on the Sailor song. We didn't hear that until festival, until they went out and did it. You never know what to expect, but you know he'll never let you down. He's a real team player. He will not let you down. He may whine and carry on and go through all this type of stuff, but when the old expression, when the tough gets going, Kevin comes through, and he really does. I miss Kevin a lot. I'm glad you stayed with us for 4 years. Sarah Funkhauser. Never seen her. Now, Sarah is extremely, extremely fine alto. I had her in with concert choir. No, open choir, I'm sorry. And I kept hearing her parts were always there. And I was really glad that she decided to try out because, well, when you have an alto part, you have to really be able to hear what you're doing. Soprano parts, and I'm sure people that sung soprano know this, oh, soprano's so simple, they always got the melody. Well, sometimes and sometimes not. But Sarah has always had the low part. She doesn't want to sing high, but she'll sing the great low part. And I know the girls in the alto section right now, they can handle it, but they're going to miss her a lot because she is there. And it's, it's how you kind of get used to something, used to someone, and then when they're gone, you kind of don't miss them right away until they're all of a sudden they're not there. That's what's going to happen with Sarah.
That must be before then.
Anyhow, Sarah Funkhauser. Okay, TJ. Hold on. Now, TJ, if you remember, is probably a member of the infamous group that sang Ghostbusters this year, and they sang a song called King Tut last year. He's been willing to give all these little things a try because I think basically he's kind of shy sometimes, some places, but I know he's extremely dependable with everything. Well, tonight, or after school, I just said we need some pop. He said we need 10 cases. So here comes the pop. He takes care of everything. And this is what you really miss is people that are there that you can depend on. And that's what TJ is. And he's been singing in tenor section. And let's see what else. I think you never sang bass, did you? Okay, we had him try one time and decided, no, you're really a tenor. But anyhow, we'll miss TJ a lot next year. I probably have to have someone else. Let's see who else can we get to go by pop. I don't know, we'll try to find somebody. But nobody does it quite like TJ. And anyhow, we're glad he sang tenor with us, TJ Van de Hey. Okay, Katie Brusha. And Katie's not supposed to graduate. She's supposed to be with us for another year, but as it would have it, her credits came up and she's got all her credits done, and so she gets to go out and leave us. Anyhow, it's so nice to have Katie with us. She's always got a great smile, sings good soprano, and she's had some trouble with her throat this year. We're finally getting taken care of better. And still not. Anyhow, I was hoping to have Katie for another year, and so it's always kind of sad when you get rid of them early. We'll miss her a lot. She's really a steady performer. She's there. She's a lot of fun to be around. And like I say, we'll miss you a lot, Katie. Good luck to you. And last but not least, I remember when the Erickson family used to go Christmas caroling. And there was this little boy. Anyhow, he's grown up to be one of the finest basses and tenors we've ever had in Stevensville. This is Spencer Erickson. Come on out, Spencer. I wish that his folks would see to it that they could have maybe 15 more. I've had probably most of the Erickson family, and I found it to be very dependable, extremely. Their pitches are incredible. They just hear everything. He's extremely dependable with everything, helping. If I say, Spencer, I need this, it's done. Help set up, help do this. Whatever you need, Spencer's there. Plus, when he sang tonight, you know what I'm going to miss next year. Okay, Spencer Erickson. And also, we have a special award. We took a vote today because, as you can see, we had too many. I was not going to make the decision on my own because they're all really neat kids and I miss them all. But we have a plaque in our room. It says National Choral Award. And it's for the outstanding choral student, and that goes to Spencer Erickson. extremely proud of this group this year. When we sang at the end of last year, I could tell that there was really something kind of special. They just seemed to fit together. It came back after the state festival, and I think some of you even mentioned they just didn't want this year to end, because when you have something that works and it clicks and it's so much fun to work together, and unfortunately we got like 8 people going on to bigger and better things probably. The rest of us will be here. We're going to sound good again next year, but it's a thing you have to go through a rebuilding time, which is always hard. I like to start right in the middle rather than at the beginning. But anyhow, I'd like to just tell this group I'm extremely proud of them this year. They've been fun to work with. And give them a big hand, please, and then we'll give you 2 more songs for you.
We all decided we wanted to show our appreciation for Mr. Benson for everything that he has done for us. And so we all pitched in. We got him and Mrs. Benson dinner for 2. And some more stuff, which oh, here they are. And we also wanted to thank Mrs. Benson for always supporting Mr. Benson and all the concerts and all the hassle that goes along with being director. And we just wanted to thank him for everything.
M&M's are my favorite, and then oatmeal cream pies. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. We'll share.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of the beat club now. Yeah.
Okay, we have 3 songs left, and then the jazz band perform. This next song, this is kind of a, well, you'll all know it when you hear it. It's fun.
Middle of the song, bass, and putting them by Kevin would mean to go to.
These next two songs are the ones we sang at both the district and the state festival. Two are our favorites. The first one is called Singing the Clowns, and then we'll do Mac the Knife.
Are we upheld?
This will be the last song of our portion. The jazz band will be out here in just a couple seconds. We've got some really neat fun songs. I'd like to end up with a song called Mac the Knife. Thomas Garnett's got a little bit of thing to tell you about this song.
Now I'll tell you a little story about a pretty skinny cat who was really quite a killer. What you know about that? You're gonna get all nervous when you hear my tale, because it's a pretty gory story that I'm gonna wail. It was back in London, England not very long ago, and as soon as Spooky Creepy had him on the go, the Scotland Yard Ringer's gonna land him in the grave, and he still might be a swing, so you better tell.